Sup shitters, my name is Logan, aka Spiderhands, and welcome to SB Reviews, where today, I booped my mic, hang on a minute. Should be good now, we're gonna, great start to a review. We're gonna be checking out 3 tracks from an artist named HidNTrackz. Switching over to here, these are unreleased. I believe these tracks are gonna be released at the end of May, with the last one, Call Me, that's gonna be released in June. And then we've got the album, Heartbreak Hotel, which is going to be released in July. So this is really exciting. You get a sneak peek into what's coming up from HidNTrackz. It's very exciting, genuinely. I'm looking forward to this. It's really nice. We're going to start with You, featuring Willie Reynolds and Ben Trexel. We're going to listen through each of these 3 tracks today from start till finish, and we're going to hear what we think. Wow, this is phenomenal already. I love this. It's so professional. Oh my goodness. Can I just state how much I'm in love with this track? That opening was flawless. The instruments, the guitars, bass, drums, vocal harmonies, just so much color, so much pizzazz. I really dig it. What an interesting first 30 seconds. I'm sitting here, you're holding me tight. Now you're not near. I'm racing thoughts, nothing seems clear. Your warm embrace, I feel your face. Your empty case, I know it's no chance. You'll never leave me, that's what you said. It's so easy, 'cause you're not there. Baby, please believe me if you don't care. The intensity of that vocal performance, the dips and trowels, like the energy is just leaving me speechless. I mean, I know I'm talking, but you get what I mean. I adore this. I adore the passion that's on display here, the language, the imagery. I mean, obviously it's not terribly positive, but that's okay. Music doesn't need to be happy. All I wanted was you. This kind of way of splitting this chorus and this hook in half is so effective. I love that little bass run at the end. We don't get enough of that. I'm losing my mind, going crazy inside. I must have called about 1,000 times. I can't believe that you'd have believed me. Say trust in me, but you're still pretending. I thought that we would grow up this senseless. Just think it's not true. Must be losing my senses. I'm drinking and smoking. Shit is relentless. Come back, baby. That's not how I need to. So, like, I'm guessing this is like about sort of like a person whose relationship, they really just miss the person that's gone, and they wish they'd be back and things would be back to normal, and they're struggling to cope with it, calling out for them, you know? I mean, it's a love song, but it's a tale of love and loss, right? Tear it apart. I can't sing, right? But I really dig what was done with that melody there. That very gentle vibrato is just stunning. I'm really impressed with this. HidNTrackz with Willie Reynolds. That was a really interesting little verse. I'm assuming that's a cameo from like one of the 2, Willie Reynolds and Ben Trexel. I'm not familiar with whose voice is which, because this is the first time I've listened to HidNTrackz. But yeah, really stunning. Really stunning effort. Just that panning for those vocals just then was really interesting on the sort of extreme left and right of it. I like the desperation in that vocal performance. It kind of exemplified and sort of clarified the rest of the messaging throughout the song. And at 3 minutes, this is basically the perfect length for a single, right? Now that hi-hat work is especially like, I love it. It's really difficult to get a good sounding hi-hat in the mix, especially when it's sort of acoustic like that. But just that attention to detail is stunning. I've said stunning a few times in this review. That track there was very easy to understand without being patronizing. The performance and musicianship involved was just on point. I've got no real complaints for that one. I guess if anything close to sort of something I might not have understood correctly is exactly why the panning was so on the left and right for that track. But I'm guessing it was just because that guy's vocal timbre might have sort of melted into the center a little bit too much if it was there. Maybe it was to sort of instigate that it was a different vocalist. I'm not sure. But all in all, really impressive first round. We've got All In Me featuring Taya Jones. I'm pretty sure it's Taya Jones, Master 2. So I'm assuming that this is going to be something that's kind of just before the official release, you know? So we're going to listen to this one too. 4:25, a bit of a longer one, but that's cool. A different vibe to the previous track, doesn't it?
Let's go.
Got everything you want right now. I got everything you need. Got everything you need right.
A lot more laid back kind of vibe to this one. It's a lot more gentle. Those pads are soothing and sort of alluring.
Baby, you ain't gotta leave. I got everything you need right now.
Is this the hook? That sub bass, I mean that bass, just, oh, it's resonant. It's kind of like you're in an ocean, right? That's really clever. The stereo padding's been done really well. Not like that it's going from side to side, but like... Sorry, I didn't really explain that well. What I mean by stereo panning is not that it's being automated, it's more like, just, it sounds like it's surrounding you, you know?
Just wanna take flights and go and see the sky, but I know you won't go. If I ask you to ride, life let me tell you about it. It be full of surprise. Checking that Heartbreak Hotel, this room inside. I see you packing to go. I hope this ain't so. I tried to get in front of it. Now I've let things go. I wanna believe in God.
This is really well mastered. It's really well mixed and mastered. You can hear the vocalist nice and clearly in this. There's no moments where it's kind of like, wait, what are they saying? Every word comes through crystal. It's dope.
When they tell me to hold on, but I would be a fool if I don't say that you so gone. In a whole other place, can't even breach your zone. And true to alert, you blaming me for all of your hurt. You cut me all the way out, it got me feeling berserk. But you seem okay, you going out for dessert. And after everything we built, you just up in dessert. Right at my lowest point, you provided the maximum hurt. Yeah, I was low, so the light would be up under the dirt. But now I'm looking down on you from afar, I'm circling the earth.
Got everything you want.
Cool, that's dope. That's really well done. The guy's obviously got hell of a technique to him. Really eloquent and sort of like very confident vocal performance there. It meshes well, or it contrasts well with the cleaner sort of like of performance from Teo. It's good that we have these different type of textures within this track and that part of things.
I got everything you need. Got everything you
There's a lot of range in this album, and I'm really excited for it.
It's all in me. Everything you want right now. Baby, you ain't gotta leave. I got everything you need right now. See, it's all in me. Everything you want right now. I got everything you need. Got everything you need right now.
These little overdubs and the repeaters that's going on, the like delays and stuff like that is soothing, and it fills up the space really nicely and performs a really good call and response kind of functionality.
It's all in me. Everything you want right now. I got everything you need.
The kick is nice, and I mean, I know it's a given to say a kick is percussive, but you know what I mean. It's
It's
You can't explain to me.
It's like perky without being too attention seeking.
Problem is, you say you're not happy. I noticed that for a few years I tried to give you everything, but I guess I blew it. Oh, you an empty well that can't hold no fluid. You told me before you don't know who you is, and after all this time you say it's too hard to do this. Walking miles in the cold so you can pick up the kids.
Right.
Everybody else you would be cool.
Yeah. I mean this song appears to be discussing a sort of a relationship or like a marriage or something like that hasn't gone the way that either of them really wanted them to.
I'd never be the man you want, he don't exist.
I'm guessing like there's like been sort of I don't know, the expectations haven't been met, or people aren't able to make each other happy, and
I persist. It's perfectly clear that we polar opposites. Cause when I hit the ground running, I backs bounce real quick. You say it's too little, too late for me to make that shift. Now I understand how I was already the shit. I tried to save your ass, now I see I'm covered in shit. I got everything you wanna need, but for you it don't exist.
wow. Yeah, because sometimes you spend so much time thinking that you're not enough for someone and you forget what you actually have, you know? And sometimes no matter what you do, it will just not be enough. That guitar there is I like that. It's a nice touch for this final outro chorus.
I got everything you need right now. It's all in me, everything you want right now. I got everything you need. Got everything you need right now. It's all in me, everything.
Yeah, man, this is sick. I'm really happy with this.
I already had everything I needed. It was all in me.
All of me. Oh, I get it. So like, it's basically lady oriented at the start because the focus is on the woman being what the guy needed in life, but then the guy finds out at the end that he's enough within himself, right? Cool. Very somber, kind of introspective kind of tonality of this music. It's the kind of tune where it leaves you to kind of sort of contemplate your own point in life. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt the music. I'm just thinking out loud.
Nope. You see it too, right?
Dude, that's stunning. Like, this is gonna be a really sick album. I'm really excited to hear how this turns out. I can understand the connection between the two that we've listened to so far. I get how they work together. Again, the music, there was a lot of musicality in that track. You know, the mixing and mastering was pretty on point. A couple of the vocal harmonies were a little bit interesting. They weren't out of tune or anything, don't get me wrong. The vocals were great. There were just some interesting sort of like combinations of notes and intervals used. But I think that sort of affects the tension within the track, especially in the middle when there's transition between the lady-dominated kind of vocals and then the guy-dominated vocals in regards to saying all in me and realizing where the importance is. You know, like in respect to them getting the most out of their lives that they can and finding that within themselves. I really adore this. It's like there's a weird sort of wholesomeness to it, despite the sense of loss and the sense of sort of trepidation to it. I've got nothing but love for what HidNTrackz has managed to accomplish so far, and these collaborations have worked well. And now we've got Call Me come through featuring Simeon Felician. I'm gonna say Felician. It could be either. So I think this is like rough 3. This could potentially. Oh no, I don't want to say it. You gotta be careful, you know. You don't want to be that guy who assumes it's a rough mix. You want to assume that anything you're being sent by, you know, that like you're being sent to check out is going to be a master, you know. So we're going to assume that this is a master track. Either way, if it's a rough mix or a rough track, I have faith in HidNTrackz production at this point. So I'm looking forward to what comes next. So we're going to listen to this last track and then we'll do our little, oh. Look at that guitar work. I forgot to sort of comment at the end of the previous track that the guitar work, the lead line at the end was super sleek. It's great to hear this guitar focus in parts of these sort of hip hop tracks. I love it. It's really well done.
Late night,
Oh.
secrets with both been heartbroken, split to pieces. Even though we got complications in the way. My frustrations is that we cannot play. Oh, I done tried and tried, but you seem to run away. I'm not chasing, no way, not today. Got too much in.
I do like the groove, and I like I'm glad that that bass, that boom, is kind of at the level it is. It's been handled well. If it had been any louder than that, it might have been a bit dominant, but again, these guys know what they're doing in terms of the mixing side of things. The piano is very, very gentle. I'm wondering if the piano is like maybe like a little bit quiet for the mix. But that could just be like a padding or like a secondary layer sort of thing, you know? There's like a sophistication, like a dance, like a waltz-like vibe to this kind of thing, I think, because of the triplet. Sorry, like, I think I misinterpreted the bass as being the kicker or something like that. Oh yeah, no, that's like that's a very strong 808-ish kind of kick, isn't it?
You're doing squats in the gym, yeah, you thick, better slim. Yeah, I kinda dig your vibe. I see my hands going all the way up your thighs. I gotta slow it down. Let's say you're not ready. I tell you pull up. You say hold up steady. Flip through pages and books the same. We don't be on maybe wasting my time. Cause I thought we would've found take out. Never left ground. Okay, put this in sound. My heart cold as the snow. My own.
I'm liking this sort of singing going on here.
I must go. Heartbreak Hotel complete. All the rooms rented Swiss. What could have been? What could have been?
I'm guessing that that might have been HidNTrackz then singing that clean part as well as the rapping. There's like a different sort of timbre between the vocals and the chorus and the vocals in the... I mean, I think they're both involved in that chorus, aren't they? Is this like after what occurred with the relationship breaking up and this is someone different? Hey, guitar solo. With these kind of like vocal harmonies and the guitar solo and the strings and the piano. So much feel, so much like, there's a lot of heart in that solo. There's a lot of humanity in that. It's spicy, man, I dig it. Wow, this guy can shred. Ooh. I'm impressed by that. That's fun. That was a fun guitar solo there. I am always down for guitar solos, dude. That was dope. That was sick. Man, Heartbreak Hotel is gonna just destroy, man. I am super excited for it to come out. July. It seems like such a long time away, but the year's just blown by, hasn't it? What do we listen to today? We listened to You featuring Willie Reynolds and Ben Trixel. All in Me featuring Taya Jones, and Call Me Come Through featuring Simeon Felician. I mean, I think that any concern I've had have been assuaged. Assuaged? Is that a word? I firmly believe that HidNTrackz can handle a full album. There's enough content here, and I think the story would requisite it would require an entire album sort of go through it, and sort of as a concept album, for that progression to be put across multiple tracks would be a very intelligent thing to do. There's just too much to talk about. Because if I have it correct, the sort of the loss and the understanding of what was lost and then finding something new and kind of making your way with that, that's a beautiful thing. And I think a lot of people will be able to relate to that for the better or worse. And there, you know, because like I think most people have sort of like lost someone or things haven't worked out at least once in their life. It's music that people will be able to sort of relate to and I think vibe with. And I think they'll be able to sort of also connect with the music when you do find someone that really you meet actually things work out with, and that's a beautiful thing. In terms of the applicability and the chance of success for an album like this, I think that is reasonably high. Coupled with the mastering on the tracks that I have seen so far, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, aside from the piano in that third track, which I was wondering was a little bit quiet, it could just it could have been a stylistic thing, but I'm pretty blown away by it. The collaborations within this, I think, were stunning as well. They really helped to give it a little bit of extra edge to each of these tracks and to give them their own sort of personality. Careful, intelligent considerations have been made here to make these tracks are sort of like pop, and I'm really happy for HidNTrackz, as I think that, yeah, Heartbreak Hotel is going to be pretty fantastic. I'm just saying pretty a lot, apparently. I'm not really sure what else I had to say about this album. No, I think I basically covered everything. Hopefully, if you've seen this, watched this review, and you enjoyed the music, please do go and check out HidNTrackz, various social medias and SoundCloud when these are released. Remembering that the last one, Call Me, Come Through, is going to be available in June to check out. And then, of course, we have the Heartbreak Hotel out in July. So there's a lot of material coming out from HidNTrackz. You got a couple hundred subs on SoundCloud, which is not bad at all. It's really good. It's really good. And so I'm really hoping that he continues to find success in future. Absolutely deserves it. Please do stay cool, stay safe, and remember, support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I will catch you in the next review. Spider hands out.